So this is how the ghat sometimes emerges after the series of staircases drop down. So there's one hotel here, there's one hotel here. This is again Ganga view. Good. Another old door. And this is, typical old school, typical. So there's a series of steps which drop down towards the river front, narrow lane, and then going down straight away. I hope the Ghat Walk area is clear so that I can go down and continue my walk. No, thank you. So the boating season is on. The local authorities had stopped the boats when the water level had reached quite a height. Okay, that's something interesting. I saw these artists at Assi Ghat. Okay, so this is these are a couple of emporiums and ghat and hotels. That's Sita Hotel, and I had seen a couple of artists sitting at Assi Ghat, painting and selling at the same time. So this is one of them. She's got quite a good collection. All of them sketches of the ghats. Okay, so that is part of the Ghat Walk. Uh, that was the place where we had stopped last time, and we had taken that was the Vishnu rest house. This is another beautiful ghat, and again the Ghat Walk is there. So if the artist is sitting over here, that means the Ghat Walk is on. People are walking. Chausatti Ghat. Now, another nice thing what the local government has done is there's a QR code over there, and they have given the history of this ghat. So Chausatti is 64. 64 yoginis who were part of Shiva's entourage. Yeah. So that's the story. Okay, so this ghat was made by the king of Bengal. So yes, that's interesting. And now in front of us, after this Chausatti Ghat, will come the one of the most picture perfect ghat, what they say, or rather, you can say Insta friendly ghat. So this is actually a hotel. It's a ghat and it has been converted into a hotel. So this is one of the most beautiful places to stay, as well as there are other interesting things over here, which I'll just cover. So let me first start over here. Let me choose a vantage point from which I'll try to click some pictures of this boating scene, and then we'll move over to that location where we'll see if we are lucky enough to wait. But no, I think the lights will be on quite late. So this is what I was mentioning about when I said that this is the most Insta-friendly ghat. So they have handed over this ghat to it's firstly it is Rana Mahal Ghat. They have handed over this ghat to a hotel. So if you see on top, firstly, so they have maintained it nicely. All the repairs and restoration is on spot. That's the balcony where people stand. They can sit over there. They can enjoy the view. And above the balcony on the top also, everything is well maintained. So it is a really high-end hotel. Uh, the only problem that comes with it is that if you see these power lines, they are the ones which spoil the view. But nevertheless, it is quite okay, because where all the other ghats are in a state of neglect, this one at least is quite well maintained. The lights have come up, so that means at night this will look even more beautiful. So this is that one, Darbhanga Ghat, and this is the name of the hotel, which is located inside. So as you can see, there's a temple over here. Then there is this Ghat complex, and the next Ghat, the Rana Mahal. Now Rana Mahal is the one which you see beyond that nameplate which we read. Okay, there is this peculiar structure which is eight-sided, octagonal, and if you would have noticed, people when they climb on the structure, they remove their shoes, their footwear. Okay, that's because these are supposed to be holy structures. They do climb on top, but then they do not go there with their footwears. So even here also you must have noticed the same thing. And this is one of the busy ghats. A lot of people come here in the evening, and they swim over here, which is right now not allowed. But otherwise, they swim over here. They come and sit over here, have a great time. So what we are going to do is we are going to go uh, over there and try to click a few pictures from here. This is the most vantage point that I can see of this ghat. And of course, the pain is these electric wires, but I think I'll get a good enough view. So again, this is, as I mentioned, this is the marooning point for the boats, and there is one over there also if the water level rises. So I think this ghat is quite interesting. You should come over here if you are interested in photography, and especially it gets interesting in the evening when this whole thing is lit up. So that's Darbhanga Ghat, which I mentioned as a picture perfect. So evening time, it's a great time to come here, enjoy the river view, and there are all these foreigner ready scenes over here. Again, picture perfect. So we move on immediately after this ghat is now that we are coming in the vicinity of Dashashwamegh Ghat. Munshi house. Now Munshi is a kind of minister, and there it is. A minister of Nagpur state, 1812. So that's why Munshi. So Munshi is kind of minister, but he would have been a very, very powerful minister. So this is what I was mentioning, the eight-sided structure. Now over here, so this is what it is. There are the ghat stairs, and there is this structure. So people do sit over it, but if they have to ever climb on it, they remove their footwear, and this is the reason why. So there is a proper temple below it, and then this could be under renovation. And the same applies for here. See, this person is mentioning her to remove her shoes, and then there is a temple over here. So now from here onwards, the Dashashwamegh Ghat starts. So I'll click a new video. But before that, let me mention something interesting and important. So this is Ahilyabai Ghat. Now Ahilyabai is the queen who made all these temples. So even the Kashi Vishwanath temple is made by her, and she accomplished this achievement 100 years after Jijamata, the mother of Shivaji, took an oath that she will not only teach a lesson to the Mughals, but she'll also, recreate all those destroyed temples. So now we are moving on to a busy place. So this Ahilyabai Ghat is, yes, it is busy, but then we shall move on to the most important place, that is the Dashashwamegh Ghat. So as we had seen at night, this entire place was being cleared, and it was made ready, it was getting ready for Ganga Aarti. So when the ghats were subdivided, ghats like these were, named. And here is the Ganga Aarti location. So I think this is the first time the Aarti is being held after the waters submerged this place. So this is actually the proper spot of Dashashwamegh Ghat, and this is where the Aarti used to be there. There is a second location. So this is kind of first location. See, people are already sitting over here. The Aarti doesn't start before 7. So you can imagine the rush. Easily conservative estimates about a lakh people will be gathered in this small place. So there is some function over here today. So that is one spot of Ganga Aarti. And a lot of effort. Most of the mud is cleared. This is also, going on in full swing. And this is the second Aarti spot. Now over here, you will notice how the people are being accommodated over there. Let's see if there is a way to walk from here. No. So we have to wait for this guy to stop so that we can cross over. So these are all these umbrellas where the priests are sitting during the daytime as a shelter from the sun. So I have a video which I have clicked from top over there, and the video was of this temple which was completely submerged till the roof. Now the water levels have receded, and now very soon it will be cleaned, painted, and shining brand new. So that was the spot from which we clicked the pictures of this place. So the water level was at least here, and from here it has receded to that place. I hope he doesn't pump out the water when I'm crossing. So there we are. I had mentioned about these platforms. So you can see these platforms are now open. So that is how the Aarti is laid out, and that is why the platform needs to be cleared. So it's not even 6, and you can see what is the level of crowd over here. This crowd will only keep increasing. Eventually a point will come there is no place to stand, and there will be boats here lined up with people. Next. Absolutely crowded and jam-packed. So those are the platforms which I was mentioning. There are 2 vantage spots. If you can see, these are all private properties. But yes, you can sit over there and have a view from there. Okay, let's move on. Now, once the Ganga Aarti starts over here, the Chausatti Ghat Ganga Aarti will take what I should say, the second spot. So this becomes the main spot. I'll try to take a few pictures from the vantage point, but then it's too early. More and more crowds are going to fill up. as one option for me to go on the stairs. Yeah, there's a spot over there. Yeah, now you can have a view. Absolutely full, but let the aarti start. It will be even more. That's a large group of tourists. They will be climbing on this boat and then sitting on the top floor. Then they will be taken over to that side to watch the aarti. So as you must have understood, most of the tying up of the aarti, the tourists and all that is done by the agents. So if you are coming here for the first time and if you are not aware about the local thing, it's better to hire a tour operator to organize all these Ganga aartis. So, things will go on smoothly for you. Now, last time, so this is the Man Mahal. It's a observatory, and now it has been converted into a museum. Last time, when I had tried to cross over, I was stopped at this place, the Dolphin Restaurant, where I could not cross over because of the water level. But today, if luck is on my side, then we will not only cross over this place, we'll also move to the other side where I should be able to reach my destination. Now that's Dolphin Restaurant. It gives a good view, and then this is what I wanted to record, but it was quite dark in the night. So that you can clearly make out a distinction of where the water level has reached. Okay, where you can see a pigeon and the blue portion, and then you can see the mud. So that was the water level, and there it is now. So that makes it about 7 meters or 6 meters at least. And since I said the water level is going to recede further, that is going to go down even more. So interestingly, this was the point where I had got stuck up last time. This is one small patch which cannot be crossed over. But then if you see in the distance, there are people walking up the stairs. That path goes behind this series of buildings and it comes out over here. So yes, the Ghat walk is not complete yet. Maybe this will take a little bit more time because this portion is the neglected part where nobody's attention is going to go. So I know about this place earlier. There is this family getting ready for a boat ride. So I know this place. I have to climb on top and then take a right turn. So interestingly, this lane is also very nice. It is a beautiful lane. So let me first take you over there. It's about 5 o'clock and the crowds have started gathering, but it's going to be one more hour of wait for them. And that's incredible because that's the way people wait. So these are the flight of stairs. That is Varehi Ghat. Varehi is the name of Sita, and this particular stretch, it has this famous temple after which this ghat has been named. So that's the lane which will take us on the other side, and hopefully after this obstruction, I presume there will be no further obstructions on the Ghat walk. So let's see. Yes, there is a lane over here. So either you refer to Google Maps or you follow a sense of direction on a particular road. So right now we are walking parallel to the staircase. Let's see. No, so this is the dead end. Yeah.
पहली बार इतना समय आया था मध्याह्न मारू
Maybe tomorrow. Yes? What
So this stretch of the ghats is totally neglected. So there is nobody cleaning it, and God knows when this will be cleared. Until the time this doesn't get cleared, the ghat walk won't be possible. Now we are going to come across another interesting part. That's a kind of viewpoint. Okay, so we had come there at night, and there is a pathway from here. I better not take that route, and it gives a good vantage point. Let's see if I'm able to get some photos of that place, that spot which comes as a viewpoint. Should I take this route or not? No, maybe. Let me. Okay. So this is Tripur Bhairav Ghat. So Tripur Bhairav is Shivji, one of the Shivji's avatar, where he kills three worlds in one bow, firing. So one arrow firing. So do we have a pathway here? Yes, it's there. I had come here at night, and I saw this track, and this is the staircase which is coming down from Alka Hotel, the one I have always talked about. So yes, you're on the right track. So that's Alka Hotel up these stairs. That's there. That's Alka Hotel, and that's the pathway to these stairs. So the best part about this hotel is that it has a commanding view. There's a balcony also, and a rooftop, and it is very close to two of the most famous ghats. That is Dashashwamegh Ghat, and over that side the Kashi Vishwanath Ghat, which is right in the front. So let's see if we are able to reach there. Much of the water receded. And that's Dashashwamegh Ghat, where the Ganga Aarti is going to take place. It's not a good view from here. So, but this ghat is interesting because this particular ghat is in a concave shape, and it's quite wider than the others. These are the tourists They'll all be sitting in one of these boats, and then they will be moving for the Ganga Aarti. So we start our journey here. This is part of the Mihir Ghat complex. This is the first staircase which comes down from Alka Hotel. That's Alka Hotel in front. That's the balcony, which is such a beautiful view. And the aim of today is to go across to the Kashi Vishwanath Ganga Mandir Dwar from this route and reach it behind. There's a temple over there. If allowed, we'll go into the temple and we will try to click a few photographs after the place is lit up. So that's Alka Hotel. Now, in my previous video, and of course now also in the present video, there will be a review of this hotel. Now, I have not been inside this hotel. I don't know how it is inside. The average review is 3.9, so it's never going to cross 4 in the near future. But what is special about this hotel is that it offers a, a restaurant and a cafe next to the river. That's that. The view from the rooms is fabulous. Okay, and there is this Ganpati guest house. So these two together form a part of this complex, which is the Mihir Ghat. So I mean to say that on the flip side, yes, the reviews are 3.9. That is because they perpetually have a kind of problem with the rooms and all. But yes, at the end of the day, this the kind of the facilities which they provide, accessibility to the ghats, especially those people who can't walk too much, is great. So this entire Mihir Ghat complex does not have a staircase. That's the reason why we were roaming around that day in the distance, and there was no possibility of, us coming down. So that's the complete stretch of Mihir Ghat. And I had reached this point where there were a couple of security personnel who stopped me from going ahead. So let's see if I'm allowed inside and whether I'll be able to carry my camera. So this is Lalita Ghat, Pashupatinath Ghat Walk. The area is accessible. And there are these two security personnel. So yeah, yet again they have blocked the path over there. And maybe when this place gets cleared, they will allow to go inside. So let's see. Right now nobody is going in that direction. There are these two people. Let me see if they are allowed or not. Because when somebody sees you with a camera, the first thing is they'll stop you. Yeah, there it is. That Ghat Walk is blocked. And they are going to be pretty strict about it. Now, the reason to come to Lalita Ghat was only one, that I should get to do a photography, because last time when this was fully lit up, I did a very, very brief photography. So, and also if I notice, these rope lights, they are not also completely lit. Some of them are there and some of them are not working. So maybe in a couple of, maybe 1 week time, this whole place will be opened and the Ghat Walk will be complete. So till that time, I'll have to wait.